Well, he is an unbelievable artist, and that's all I need to say, because once you see his carvings, it'll blow your mind. Master Halloween pumpkin carvers. He's also competing on Food Network's Cake Wars Christmas. Jon Neill is back with us. I'm going to call you a master food carver.
Yeah.
I hope
Sounds
I'm not
good.
underselling this, because what I have seen you do, I think an 850-pound pumpkin you attacked?
That's right.
The
Yes.
attack of the 850-pound
Great.
pumpkin.
First of all, where do you find an 850-pound pumpkin? Is that something like out of the pumpkin patch of Charlie Brown or
I know
something?
you know what? There's actually people that grow these pumpkins, and they can grow them all the way up to, I believe, 2,000 pounds, maybe a little bit more than that.
Wow. That must just be, and then
I know, a dinosaur-looking. It's a crazy thing. That was a 100-pound pumpkin that I carved for a corporation, and had a lot of fun doing it.
I would hope so, because if you weren't having a good time doing this.
And that one, I carved for.
Is that like a robot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cal State University.
Do you see that before you bring the knife to it?
I do. I visualize the pumpkin already has the pre-existing characters.
Yeah.
So I go out to a field and look for the ones that I want to carve, and then I pick those guys and.
You're the pumpkin whisperer.
Yeah, that's right.
How long does it take you to carve something that large?
You know, it can take anywhere from 8 hours to, I think the longest maybe was 24 hours.
That's it?
Well, yeah.
I would have thought like 3 weeks.
That's all.
How do you go from now doing pumpkins to food and all of that?
Oh, well, you know, it's really a lot of fun. I found that a lot of vegetables can be carved, and quickly. Yeah. So I was able to work on this Santa out of one of the pumpkins that I still have in my collection of pumpkins to carve for the for the year, as well as a butternut squash. Let's see,
some radishes there.
Right,
yeah.
Scallions.
Well, we put a camera on you this morning. I'm going to ask our guys in the booth to roll this, and you can take us through what you saw and where you began and how you went to town on it.
So here's a butternut squash, and I used a potato peeler to peel it all down, and now I visualize the face. So I figured I'd have to take a sweet potato and use that for the hat. So here I am, just using some clay loop tools, and start carving away at it.
Oh my goodness.
And that's the face.
You're an amazing artist
that's it.
then. You must be an amazing artist just naturally, because this is not something I could say, oh, I'm going to do this.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, all right. So this is obviously parts put together, right?
That's correct.
So how do we complete the picture here? Because we've got Santa in a sleigh.
Well,
we've got some gifts in the back.
I'll tell you what. So here's the sweet potato hat. You can put the radish
on the hat.
On the
There you
hat.
go.
I could maybe make
There you
this.
go.
I could make the sweet potato hat.
Not bad,
I'm pretty
right?
sure I could do that.
You could.
And I just put
All
it
right,
in here?
now hold on. Let's get that right in the right holes here. And then push that guy down.
How long have you been
There,
carving?
that's it.
How long have you been carving food?
About 4 years.
That's
Just
it.
Did you start
That's
out
it.
whittling wood or anything as a kid?
Well, you know, as a kid, yes, I did. My dad did a lot of folk art wood carving along with my brother, and then they showed me how to do it. And then I started doing it classical sculpture and sculpting for the movie industry, and now this.
Well, you know, Debbie doesn't think she's very talented,
know.
but you say she can actually do this.
Quite possibly, yes.
Quite
give it a try.
possibly. Notice how he didn't say certainly. Quite
Yeah,
possibly.
I don't wanna-
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this leek into a bow like this.
Well, I use leeks to cook something called prasopita, which is really delicious.
I'm sure it
So
is.
whatever you don't
Well,
take,
get
I will
going.
take home.
Well,
I
I
see this.
For those who don't know what a leek is, I mean, it looks like a scallion as a hulk, right? So I've pre-cut this, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So I want to take my little tie paring knife here, and
See, that could be
sharp.
an easy hat.
I know you could, right?
Right?
And then carve a face on a.
Here we go.
See, now you're thinking in the right direction.
I mean, on the snowman.
Yes, that's right. Is that going to work?
Maybe.
Hey, hold on. Maybe we need to cut the top of his head off and fit that on.
There you go. There you go. Look at that. Always an idea.
There you
Oh my
go.
gosh, perfect.
Now I get it right.
Hold it right here.
Okay. Yeah, here's a stick. You can break some of that off and make it work. Okay, so now.
Creative, Mark.
You do that over
All
there.
right,
'cause
sorry
she's gonna
about
teach
that.
you
All
how to
right.
do that.
So now you go 3/4 of the way down, and you cut a strip down the center like this. And what's great about this is it's quick. And, you know, I think something as, you know, like a giant leek can be turned into something as elegant as a Christmas bow. is really something else. So now you can try this too. So there's yours.
Okay, you've
so
already cut it.
Yes. Now sometimes when you cut them, the leaves are kind of stiff, and then sometimes they can be kind of.
Mine's flimsy.
Yeah. So just leave the outer one and let that flop, because you can always cut that to look
good
like
idea.
part of a ribbon.
Okay.
And then see what I'm doing? I'm just taking. They'll get thicker as you go in. You can just take it and fold it in. See, I mean, it's.
Oh my gosh, this isn't very hard.
No, it's not.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, right?
Make a note, everyone.
Yeah, you want people to try this at home. They can make this really look
that's right.
beautiful. How long will things like this hold, though?
Well,
without starting to smell like rotten vegetables?
Well, that's a good question. Now, leeks, I haven't done the old timer test on this, but I'd say that if it's, once it starts to get dry, it's very temporary. Now, when I carve food, I'll keep them cool. I'll put them in a fridge or a cooler with some ice, maybe a wet towel, and then I can make them last for, yeah, exactly, maybe even days.
Can you shellac them?
Oh, I suppose you could, but I don't know what it'd be like to shellac a leek.
Here you go. You can have this little snowman with a little hat.
Look
Perfect.
at that.
Look what Mark and I made. Are you
You can
impressed?
catch John, and you may be able to catch even me now, because I can do this, on Food Network's Cake Wars Christmas. It's Monday night through the month of December, through December 17th, rather, 9, 8 Central.
And you guys do not go anywhere, because when we come back, we are going to reveal videos from the finalists of our
Love
2015 Ford Edge giveaway. These things are amazing. Look at your Santa.
Thank you very much.
You are something else.
I'm very proud of myself.